YouTube is LMERicoTv, man. I'm back with another video, man. Y'all see what we got going on. We got top 5 ghost encounters to scare you. You already know the word, but you know how YouTube is, so we ain't gonna say all that. But volume 1, so you already know what time it is, man. Brand new to the channel, or you've been watching videos on the channel but not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button right now. Also, don't forget to smash that like button, and also don't forget to turn on post notifications so you guys get notified when I drop new videos. With that said, man, y'all know what time it is. October. It's that time of year. So with that said, this is going to be one of my first pretty much scary type of videos that I react to for the month. So with that said, man, y'all know what time it is, and I'm going to go ahead and start the screen record. That started, and we starting this vid now.
The Humpty Doo Poltergeist. In August 1997, Jim Somerville and her partner Dave Clark moved into a rental property at 19 McMinns Drive in Humpty Doo, a town located near Darwin, in Australia's Northern Territory. Everything was fine until January 1998, when Andrew and Christy Aggis, along with their nearly 1-year-old daughter Jasmine, started sharing the property with them. Shortly after they moved in, strange things started happening. Random objects would be flung in the air by an unseen force, and terrifyingly, these objects appeared to be aimed at them. Glass bottles and even knives would fly through the air, and both couples felt like they were under attack. On one occasion, gravel and...
I always said, like, if something like this happened to you in real life, like, say something like how they said stuff was flying around in the air and stuff at them and stuff like that, just out of nowhere, like, as a family, when something like that happened, do you just ultimately decide you just gonna leave, no matter if you already got somewhere to go or not, or are you gonna be just forced to stick it out and stay there and experience all of this crazy stuff that's going on? Because me, on the other hand, I don't know, like, in a situation like that, if that was to happen to me, I don't care. Like, I'm leaving. I'm not sticking around and just being forced to deal with that. Like, no, I'm sorry, but my body and the way I am, I would not stay there. It's just I would have to leave. So y'all comment down below what y'all would do in a situation like this, or in a situation in general that have paranormal activity going on. Y'all comment down below and let me know what y'all would do. But other than that, I would definitely leave. But let's get back to the video.
Seashells rained down from the ceiling, and the entity tried to communicate by using scrambled tiles to spell out words like fire, skin, help, car, and Troy. The couples believe that this may be a reference to their good friend, Troy Radatz, who had died in a fire caused by a car accident just a few miles from the property.
Wow.
Could it be his untimely death was responsible for the rage? Over the course of a few weeks, the activity ramped up, and scratches could be heard from inside the walls, and appliances were destroyed. Things got so bad, the couple called in a local priest, Father Stephen D'Souza. He too experienced the violence when a knife was hurled at him from a kitchen counter, falling at his feet and narrowly missing him. Another priest was called, who blessed the house and sprinkled holy water all around. And on one of his visits, the activity was so overwhelming, he left a crucifix, Bible, and some vials of holy water for the couples to use if they felt threatened. However, this only seemed to anger the poltergeist further, and it flung the crucifix around the house and threw the holy water containers against the wall. The media had also taken an interest in events, and in April 1998, news reporters entered the house with heat-seeking equipment to see for themselves the violent activity in the home. Take a look at what happened.
Brendan was also witness to a particularly violent incident. He was the only person in the house when this happened.
Whoa, what the?
A live bullet ricocheted onto the carpet. In slow motion, it appears to have come from the ceiling, then bounced off the furniture. We taped it from 2 angles.
Whoa, what the?
Once again, no thermal fingerprints on it, nothing that leads you to believe it was thrown by human.
It's worth pointing out
Nah,
that
once it
this
started
was a rental
tossing
house,
around
and the
bullets,
landlord wasn't too happy about the
yeah,
damage the entity
we
was
would
doing
have
to
to
his
leave.
property.
I'm sorry, but I'm
And
not
believing the
staying.
tenant to be
It's just that
responsible,
simple.
he tried to get them evicted. Ultimately, the attempt failed, but the couples moved out anyway, as they couldn't take any more.
I was gonna say,
The
at that
property
point, I'll
and
take my
relet it.
losses and just
Since
go.
then, there have been no public reports of any further paranormal activity, but perhaps the new tenants are simply dealing with it in their own way. Today, the events at Humpty Doo are regarded as one of the most significant supernatural occupations in Australian history. Kitchen nightmares. Brad Pryor had been experiencing strange goings-on in his home for months. Things were moving, stuff was ending up on the floor, and doors appeared to open on their own. So he decided to set up a camera in his kitchen to see if he was going mad or something more sinister was going on. For weeks, nothing untoward happened until this next footage was captured in July 2016. To start with, you can see Brad leaving the kitchen, and he claims 40 minutes later, this is what happened. Take a look.
Nope. As soon as all that would have happened, same thing. Getting up out of here.
So is that a poltergeist as Brad claims? It certainly seems like something is going on. The kitchen roll could possibly be explained if a window is open, but the ornaments and the frying pan are harder to fathom. The doors flying open, the chairs falling, and the kitchen utensils flying across the room are all classic poltergeist violence, and that box falling out of the cupboards is off the scale creepy.
And then imagine you just literally cleaning all of this stuff up. Say you do stay, so now you're cleaning all this stuff up. And at any given point in time, all of this stuff can happen again. So it's like, that's also, too, would be a headache. It's like, bro, now I gotta, every time something crazy like this happen, I gotta clean it up just for it to possibly happen again. And then on top of that, it's wasting stuff. Because like some of that stuff that you gotta keep pretty much rebuying and stuff just to replace what was already trashed by being thrown around is gonna cost you. So it's like you either way in a lose-lose situation, man. That's how I would look at it, man. Simple as that. That's why I say in all of these situations I would most likely just leave, because it's too much for real when paranormal activity stuff would be happening for real.
What do you think? Real or fake?
Anything can happen in those situations too.
The ghost in red. This next anomaly is a bit strange, and certainly out of place for the type of video. It appeared on the YouTube channel Haircut Harry, and was emailed to us by Hector, a Top 5 viewer. Firstly, thanks for the submission, Hector. The channel features unique barbershops around the world, showing customers getting haircuts and shaves. This one was filmed at Sweeney Ted's in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and was uploaded on March 27, 2020. The skill of the barber is fascinating, but that is not what we're looking at today. Take a look at the footage, focusing on the window. Did you notice a woman in red walking backwards before disappearing? Just for a bit of context, all the other people in the video captured walking past the window are walking forward and do not disappear at the second pane of glass. Take another look.
Nah, that's wild right there. I don't know. It's like, how do she just vanish like that?
So what's going on here? We checked the comments, but not many people seem to notice. I guess they were fixated on the haircut. So was there a ghost unintentionally captured in this video, or some other explanation? What do you think? Leave us a comment below. The Ghost Girl. Alice Martin had always thought there was something off in the flat that she lived in with her husband Tom and baby son Louis. The TV often turned on by itself, and her son would not settle at night and always ended up sleeping in his parents' bed. In 2020, during lockdown, Alice was scrolling through family snaps when she spotted a strange shadowy guest looming in the background. She knew that the photo had been taken in her son's room and believed the apparition may be the presence that she had felt in the home. Take a good look at this.
Oh, I think I see it. Yup, I definitely see it. It's definitely below the dad, like,
Alice
cheek.
believes the strange shadowy figure looked like a little girl with long hair. Her face appeared defined and she was carrying something in her hands. Alice, who is usually skeptical of the paranormal, says she cannot explain this spooky shape, as there was no furniture or items hanging on the door at the time. It spooked the entire family so much that they moved to a new flat, and their son now sleeps soundly in his own bedroom. What do you think's going on?
Yeah, see, I ain't for none of that. As soon as I see something
day
crazy
is a new
that's
opportunity.
related to
Seize the
paranormal
moment.
activity,
Set the
I'm
table
getting
that
up out of
brings you
there. I'm not
together.
forcing myself
Get the
or
suit
anybody
that
that's
knows
with
the
me to
job.
stay in a situation
And
like
give the
that.
ring
Because
that
there ain't no
changes
telling
everything.
what could happen in any of
JC
them
Penney. Make it
encounters
count.
for real. Like, anything could happen.
Be on alert. If you don't own a gas mask, I suggest
Our own experience. This is a very special one for you all, as we very rarely talk about personal things on this channel. We wanted to end with an experience that we had after a family member passed away. In 2010, our much-loved great-grandma passed away at age 97. She had been a huge presence in all of our lives, and was such a character, we just thought she would live to at least 100. Christmas was her favourite time of year, and it was Christmas Day that the family last saw her alive. She passed away in the early hours of Boxing Day. However, within days of her passing, the family could feel her presence everywhere. It was as if she wasn't fully gone. We could smell her perfume and sense she was still around. Things got even stranger when photographs started being moved and things randomly fell over or switched off. But perhaps the strangest thing happened to her son, my grandpa. Nearly every day in her later years, he would visit her around 4 p.m. and take her favourite cream cake. After her passing, for about a month, his doorbell would ring at 4 p.m, but when he went to open it, there was never anyone there. The water in their home would also inexplicably turn off at certain times of the day, something that would never usually happen. Another family member had a clown ornament on his mantelpiece that once belonged to my great-grandmother, and he would come home from work and find it turned around facing the wall. Every time it was moved back the next day, it was turned around again. These strange occurrences continued for several weeks until we all felt like she had actually gone. I can confirm that all of this is 100% true. We've heard many stories from people in the past saying similar things after a loved one is gone, and we'd love to know if you've ever experienced anything similar in the comment section below.
I never experienced anything like that, but if y'all have, comment down below, like, what was the things that happened and stuff like that that lets you know, like, all right, this has got to be due to my family member, because like he said, this all has stuff to do with her as well, that they pretty much had to remember her by, or whatever the case may be, and stuff like that. So it was just too much of a coincidence for them to not know that that's possibly got to be having something to do with her passing and stuff like that. So with that said though, man, if y'all ever experienced those types of things, like I said, after a family member passed, comment down below y'all experience. But other than that, me personally, I definitely haven't. But other than that though, man, that's pretty much the end of the vid. So I'm gonna catch you guys later on with more. Be sure y'all, before y'all exit, smash the like button, subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on post notifications so you guys get notified when I drop new videos. With that said though, man, that's the end of the vid, and I'm gonna catch you guys later on with more. Peace.